signs orders to greatly reduce tribal monuments in Utah. In a rare move for a president, Donald Trump will shrink two large national monuments in Utah. The action triggered outrage among Native American leaders, who vowed to unite and fight the decision in court to protect lands which they consider sacred. Environmental groups and a coalition of tribes joined the battle Monday and began filing lawsuits against the order. This will ensure that Trump's announcement is far from the final chapter of the years-long public lands battle. The court cases are likely to drag on for years. Trump decided to reduce Bears Ears Monument, created last December by President Barack Obama, by about 85%. Grand Staircase Escalante, which was designated in 1996 by President Bill Clinton, was lowered by nearly half. The moves earned him cheers from Republican leaders in Utah. Many of these leaders had tried to influence him to undo these protections. Trump's latest insult to Native Americans. Conservation groups called it the largest elimination of protected land in American history. The move comes a week after tribal leaders denounced Trump for using the name of a historical Native American figure as a slur. On November 27th, Trump was at a White House event honoring Navajo Code Talkers, Native Americans who helped keep military communications secret during World War II. The event meant to honor Native Americans, he took a political job at Senator Elizabeth Warren. A Massachusetts Democrat, he is diversely nicknamed Pocahontas for her claim to her Native American heritage. The comment is not only rude to Warren, but rude to Native Americans as well. It's just another slap in the face for a lot of us, a lot of our Native American brothers and sisters. Navajo Nation Vice President Jonathan Nez said, "To see that happen a week ago with disparaging remarks, and now this." Trump also overrode tribal objections to approve the Dakota Access and Keystone extra-large oil pipelines. The pipelines are heavily protested by Native American groups. Ancient cliff dwellings and archaeological sites. The Navajo Nation was one of 5 tribes that formed a coalition. It spent years lobbying Obama to declare Bears Ears to preserve lands home to ancient cliff dwellings and perhaps 100,000 archaeological sites. Native Americans visit the area to perform ceremonies and collect herbs and wood for medicinal and spiritual purposes. A lawsuit from the Hopi, Ute Indian, Ute Mountain Ute, Zuni tribes, and Navajo Nation was filed late Monday night. Earlier Monday, Earthjustice filed the first of several expected lawsuits, calling the reduction of Grand Staircase Escalante an abuse of the president's power that jeopardizes many dinosaur fossils. Some of the dinosaur fossils sit on a plateau that is home to one of the country's largest known coal reserves, which could now be open to mining. The organization is representing 8 conservation groups. Trump, in a speech at Utah's Capitol with the governor and other politicians, said the state's lands should not be managed by the federal government in D.C. Their timeless bond with the outdoors should not be replaced with the whims of regular tours thousands and thousands of miles away, Trump said. "I've come to Utah to take a very historic action and reverse federal overreach and restore the rights of this land to your citizens. The decision marks the first time in half a century that the president has undone these types of land protections." Trump says it should be up to the state to decide. Trump's move followed months of lobbying by Utah's mostly Republican officials who said the 2 monuments closed off the area to energy, businesses, and other access. Environmental and tribal groups say the designations are needed to protect important archaeological and cultural resources. The more than 2,000 square mile Bears Ears site features thousands of Native American artifacts. Navajo Nation Attorney General Elith branch said only Congress, not